opposition speaker said about stereotypes and things like that, stereotypes like already existing and all. So my response to that is that girls dressing up as princesses or boys playing soccer can make them feel feminine or masculine. That doesn't mean they have to model, they have to work at such a young age and deal with the horrible consequences that will be stated later on in my arguments. Next up is my arguments. So why we as proposition think that modeling should be banned is because firstly, they put immense pressure on the children. Agencies can be very hurtful, they can say mean words, and even adult models can't deal with it. So how do we expect little kids to deal with all the hurtful comments? And even social media, there are horrible comments we see. Social media is very toxic nowadays. People comment about people's bodies, the way they look, the way they talk, the way they dress. No. The way they talk, the way they dress, and all of that. And that can really affect their mental health, and it can affect them later on in their life. One of my examples is that an ex-child model said that I would say it's probable that some depression and anxiety youngsters have is because of the frustration that's engendered by all advertising, the commercial pressures that are directed towards children. Now,
on that point, ma'am.
Sorry?
For your information?
Sure.
So you do realize that this is professional industry. These are professional models. And like any professional industries, you just have to deal with the territory, and that territory is receiving comments from the public.
But don't you think that children shouldn't have to deal with that? Children are young. They don't have to deal with such thing. Maybe if they grow up, they can, but they are just children. They are still building their personalities. Moving on, so what I just stated earlier was proof that what I said was about anxiety and depression and the effects it can have on children. Okay, moving on to my next point, which is children spending time on modeling rather than studying. Children are still young. Their only priority should be on studying because it's one of their basic human rights. They should study. I mean, people can't even manage time having only one job. So how do you expect little kids of 7 years old to manage their time between modeling and having a good future and studying and being their best at their jobs? And that's why I think children should focus only on their studying in their future. And they should also have the right to play outside and have fun, as already stated, watch cartoons, and even enjoy life at its best. Because it's truly unfair to make children work at such young